Hey guys, I'm Jess. I'm here with MiraFit today to take you through a grounding yoga sequence. We're going to start with some alternate nostril breathing just to help relax and balance the body. So you're going to use your thumb to block your right nostril and your ring finger to block your left nostril, and you just alternate between the two nice and slowly. So we'll start by blocking the right nostril. We take a deep breath in through the left. We block the left nostril and exhale through the right. Breathe in through the right. Pause and exhale through the left. So that's one breath cycle. We're going to go through it 3 more times. Deep breath in. Pause, switch to the right and exhale. Inhale through the right. Pause and exhale through the left. 2 more. Inhale through the left. Pause, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Pause, exhale through the left. Last time through. Inhale through the left. Pause, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Pause, exhale through the left. And you can gently lower the hand. Take a nice deep cleansing breath in through the nose. And gently exhale. One more just like that. Deep belly breath in. Feel the belly and the chest expand, and then slowly exhale. We're going to begin by warming up the spine, so nice and gently we'll inhale both arms up through the fingertips, and then as we exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches up and over. So that left arm is offering support, the right arm reaches over. Just creating a little bit of space through that right hand side. We'll inhale, come back up, right hand comes down, left arm reaches over. Leaning gently into that right hand. Feeling the stretch come all the way from the left hip to the fingertips. And inhale, come all the way up. Come back to the other side, maybe going a little bit deeper if you can. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches over. So creating length through that right side. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. And then again, gently coming all the way back up. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches up and over. So keeping the body soft, not worrying about pulling or pressing too hard, just trying to create a little bit of ease in the body. We'll inhale, come back up to center. This time we're going to go into a gentle twist. So right hand comes to the left knee, left hand comes behind, and we sit tall through the spine. So just gently warming up all directions of the spine before starting today's flow. You can press down into that right knee if you want to twist a little bit deeper. But remembering just to take it steady as we warm the body up. We'll inhale back to center, going into the other side. So left hand to the right knee, right hand comes behind, and we sit tall through the spine. Take a breath in and a breath out. Just gently helping the body to slow down and relax. And then coming all the way back through center. This time we're going to be going forwards. So making sure that we've got space so both feet are on the ground. And then we'll gently lower the body down. And again, just coming down to where it feels comfortable, where it feels spacious. Not worrying about going too deep. You might feel a stretch come down into the little bit of tightness through the hips. And if you do, just gently breathing into that space. And gently pressing into the fingertips, rebuilding the spine. This time walking the hands around the back of the body. We're going to press down into the palms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift and open through the chest. You can gently tilt the head back if that feels okay, or you can keep the chin into the chest if it's too much. But looking to come into a slight back bend, opening the front of the body as much as we can. And then gently coming back forwards. We'll switch the feet, so if you have the right in front of the left, this time we'll bring the left in front of the right again, leaving a little bit of space that we can lean forwards and just coming down. And again, you might feel slightly tighter on this side or maybe looser, so just adjust as you need to. Not always balanced exactly the same on both sides. So just noticing if there's any extra tension or not. And then gently pressing down into the ground, lifting all the way back up. We're going to come round into child's pose, so into a kneeling position. We'll spin round. You can bring the feet together, knees apart, to gently open up through the hips, and then we'll sink the hips back towards the heels and stretch the arms out in front. You can drop the forehead down to the ground and just let the body relax and release. So take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just letting that lower body relax, let that back release down into the hips and the pelvis. And when you're ready, we'll inhale, press all the way back through into the palms. We're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, so just gently bring them in if you need to. We'll take a deep breath in, coming into our cat-cow, so we're going to drop the belly, lift the chest. And then as we exhale, we push the ground away, draw the chin into the chest and round the spine. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And just gently following your own breath cycle, just moving through the spine, opening up as much as we can as we inhale, and then exhaling, folding and flexing through the body. 2 more, inhale up, and exhale down. Last time through, inhale up. Expand the chest as much as you can, draw the shoulder blades together, drop the belly, and then exhale, flex and fold. And then gently inhaling all the way back through center. We're going to open up through the upper back, so we're going to thread the right arm through underneath the left, drop the right cheek and shoulder down to the ground. We want to focus on keeping the hips square as much as we can to center to the body. If you want to go a little bit deeper into that twist, bring that left arm forwards. You can go a little bit deeper, opening up all through the thoracic and upper back. And then we'll inhale, bring the hand back underneath the shoulder, press up through the left palm, all the way through center and coming into the other side. So left arm threads through, left cheek rests down on the ground, dropping through the shoulder. Just letting the muscles relax, letting the upper back release. And then when you're ready again, pressing down through that right palm, coming all the way back through center. This time we'll bring the hands slightly forwards, creating a little bit more space, curl the toes under and push back into downward dog. You can keep a slight bend in the knees if you have tightness in the hamstrings. We can gently pedal from one foot to the other, just to gently help and release. But just keeping the muscles soft and relaxed. We'll inhale up onto the toes and drop both toes over to the right hand side, just gently looking under that left shoulder. Again, inhale back to center, dropping over to the right hand side this time, looking under the right shoulder. Pressing down through the palms, letting the shoulders give you a little bit of support, and then gently inhaling back to center. We'll pedal through the feet one more time. And then from here we'll press down into the left foot, raise the right leg up and behind, and we'll gently step it forwards between that. That can sometimes be quite difficult, so if you need to lift the foot up to get it into position, that's fine. Take a moment, then bend through that front knee and inhale up into your lunge. Sinking through the hips, but reaching through the fingertips. Keeping that back leg straight and strong. Relax the shoulders back and down, palms facing in. We'll inhale, drop the left heel, turn the body to the side of the room and open up into Warrior Two. So the fingers are reaching for the ends of the mat. You've got to bend through that front right foot, stacked over the ankle. You breathe here. 2 more breaths. Open the hips and the chest to the side of the room as much as you can. And then we'll gently bring the right hand onto the right thigh. Reach the left arm up and over into your extended side angle. So here we're using the core to support us so we don't dump down into that right leg too much. Reaching the left arm over in the top, opening all through that left side. We take 1 more breath and then exhale the left hand down to the mat. If you can't quite reach the mat, you can use a block. So stacking it underneath the shoulder. We turn up onto the back toes and then twist into the thigh, opening up through the body. So right hand and shoulder is stacked over the left. Taking 1 more breath here, and then gently exhale the hand, frame the front foot, move the block. And we'll sweep the right foot back, gently drop knees, chest and chin. Inhale through to baby cobra, so squeeze the elbows into the side, lift the chest. And then again we curl the toes under and exhale back to downward dog. And again, taking 3 breaths here, just releasing any tension that we might have built up. And then we'll come into the other side. So left leg comes back and up. And again, we gently step it forward between the hands. Bending through that front knee, grounding down to the feet. And then inhaling up to our low lunge. Sinking through the hips and the pelvis. Reaching the shoulders back. We'll inhale up, drop the right heel, turn the body to the side of the room and open up into Warrior Two. So again, we open the hips and shoulders to the side of the room. Keep a bend through that front knee, reaching the fingertips to the ends of the mat. And then we'll exhale. Left hand comes down onto the left thigh, right arm reaches over into your extended side angle. And then right arm gently exhales down, presses down into the mat, up onto the toes on the back foot. We twist into the left side. So again, stacking the hands and shoulders over the top of each other, twisting into that thigh. Take 1 more breath. And then gently exhale the hand all the way back down. We step back into high plank. Drop knees, chest and chin slowly down to the ground. Inhale through to baby cobra. And then as we exhale, lay gently flat on the belly. Draw the left arm out to the side. Left cheek rests down on the ground. And we draw the right leg over the top. So coming into the scorpion pose, you can either drop the knee down to the thigh if you need to, or coming up onto the toes, if that feels okay. Feeling the stretch all through that left side and into the hips. And then gently coming back through center, we'll switch sides. So the right arm comes out this time, right cheek rests down on the ground, and the left leg comes up and over the top. So just using that left hand to support you as you rocked over to the side. And just letting the body open up and release. We'll slowly roll back through center. We'll push up into high plank, just enough to create space so that we can draw the right leg across, coming into our pigeon. So you can stay active if you'd like to. You can use the block if you want to stretch out a little bit deeper, so we can press into them, helping the hips sink down. And just helping it all relax and release down in the lower body. If you'd like it to be a little bit more passive, more relaxing stretch, you can come down onto the forearms and just release down into the mat. It's a really restorative pose, similar to child's pose. It just helps relieve any kind of stress or an anxiety. It's just really great for that lower back, hips and pelvis. And when you're ready, we'll inhale, come back up, we'll walk the hands back towards the body. We'll sink the weight across onto the right hand side, swing that left leg round. We're going to come into a forward fold, so we want to draw the toes towards us to support that lower back. And then we square the hips and the shoulders, and think about drawing the chest down towards the shins. So the spine wants to stay straight and long, making sure we're not collapsing and rolling over that leg, but think about extending it towards the foot. And then as you breathe, as you exhale, let the muscles relax and soften. The more you relax, the more the muscles release, and the deeper you can go. As we said earlier, just take your time. Come down to a place where you feel space. And then gently inhaling the body back up, walk the hands back towards the body. We'll bring both feet, we're going to bring the right knee over the top of the left leg. Hug the left leg in with that shoulder. And you can sit tall into the twist. And then gently bring the right hand behind. We're looking to bring the shoulders to each end of the mat, twisting into the thigh as much as we can. Just keep squeezing that right leg in with the left arm to help release the glutes at the same time. And then gently releasing, coming all the way back through center. This time we'll bring both feet together, knees to the ground to help release that twist. You can bring the hands underneath the feet, sit the spine nice and tall, and then draw it forwards. The same again, keeping that spine elongated rather than flexed and fold. Drawing down to the feet. And the closer the feet are to the hips, the more intense the stretch will be, so just adjust as you need to. And then gently pressing back up. We'll keep the left leg bent in, we'll send the right leg behind, so coming into the pigeon onto the other side. Same again, you can stay more upright and active, or again you can sink down into the forearms and use it as a more restorative pose. So the more parallel the foot is to the body, the more intense the stretch is. The closer you bring the foot towards the body, the less intense the stretch is. So just adjust as you need to, depending on your ability and where you feel comfortable. And then just take a few deep breaths here to help the body relax. And then when you're ready, gently press the hands back towards the body. We'll sink the weight across to the left hand side. This time swing the right leg round. Again, draw the toes towards you, square the hips and the shoulders towards the leg. And then gently walk the chest forwards. So don't worry too much about depth or how far you can go or if you can reach your toes. Just think about drawing that chest forward, keeping the spine long. And then again, use the breath. And when you're ready, gently press the hands back into the mat, walk them back towards the body. We'll draw the left leg up and across the right, sitting tall, coming into that twist. So the right arm wraps round, left hand comes behind. We sit tall through the spine, gently twisting into that thigh, just helping the muscles release as you draw in with that right hand, using that strength in the arm to help that lower body relax. And then when you're ready, gently coming back through center. We'll bend both knees this time. Just come forward slightly so that you're in the middle towards the end of the mat. We'll bring the hands behind the back of the knees and just draw them back, balancing on the sit bones, lifting the feet to be level with the knees. So holding here, finding your balance, and then gently releasing the hands if that feels okay, keeping the chest lifted, using the core to stabilize you. And then straightening the legs out, reaching the toes tall if you can. Breathing here. One more breath. And then again, gently bend through the knees, draw back into the body, and roll onto the lower back. Just drawing them in, helping that lower back release. You can rock from side to side or stay still. And then gently straightening the leg. Releasing through the ankles, going through some nice slow circles, letting the blood drain from the feet, improving the circulation, and then gently back the other way. And then slowly drawing the feet down into the mat, bending through the knees, reaching for the back of the heels with the fingertips. We'll press down through the feet, through the palms, and lift the hips up, shifting the weight into the shoulders. If you have space and it feels okay, you can interlace the fingers behind the lower back and gently walk the shoulders in, giving you a little bit more lift. So hips coming high, pressing down through the thighs, opening up through the chest and through the heart. Taking one more breath here, lifting a little higher if you can. And then gently releasing the hands, releasing the lower back into the mat. Drawing the knees back to soften through that back bend, and then we'll bring the hands out to the side. We'll drop the knees over to the left hand side. We can draw the left hand on top of the knee and let that open up through the shoulder on the right side and through the lower back. You can close the eyes or lower the gaze just to let the body relax at least a little deeper down into the mat. Breathe slow and breathe deep. We'll inhale, come back through center, so draw the knees back into the middle, and then drop them all the way over to the right hand side. We can bring the right hand on top of the knee, extend either through the left hand side with a straight arm, or we can keep it bent into a cactus position if you want to go a little bit deeper through the left shoulder. Again, just gently drawing the knees down, letting the whole body relax down into the mat. And then when you're ready, coming back through center, so drawing the knees back into the middle of the mat. Coming into our final Shavasana pose. So you can have the legs out flat if you like, feet wider than hip, and the hands can rest outside the shoulders with the palms facing up. Or if you would like a little bit more support through the lower back, just gently bend the knees. You can also bring the hands onto the belly, but just making any final adjustments until you feel completely at ease. You can lower the gaze or close the eyes and take a nice deep belly breath in through the nose for me. Softly exhale. Let the muscles relax and gently press down into the mat. Let the arms and legs become heavy. Let the lower back soften. Just let the whole body feel warm, calm, and at ease. Let the mind be still. If any thoughts come into your mind, that's completely normal. Just gently bring them back to the breath and back to the body. You can rest here in the stillness for as long as you wish, just gently following those soft inhales and exhales. And I'll see you guys next time.